Welcome to Brainsqueezereactions. Myself, Mark Hector. What are we reacting to now? Tupac. Why am I reacting to Tupac? It's a Friday. I know. But it's not Thug Life Thursday. I know. It's not Machiavelli Monday. I know. Okay? I'm just super freaking excited. I am so freaking excited right now. Tupac, you're doing something, bruv, and I don't know what it is, okay? He spoke to me in a song, okay? He did. Go and listen to it. You haven't listened to it yet? You haven't listened to it? The Out on Bail track? Listen to it till the end and watch my head fucking explode in that moment. And just after that happened, Nancy Fletcher said yes to do an interview with this channel, to talk about her career as an artist and talk about Tupac and what it was like to work with this individual. That's not fate, okay? Something's got to be happening. It's got to be right. Something, I'm doing this right, and it's amazing. If you're new to the channel, Brainsqueezereaction has 4,000 plus fantastic, caring, supportive, amazing individuals. I love them to fucking bits. I think they're fucking incredible. They've helped build my education, support me on a journey that I never saw happen, been so caring and built my confidence to a level where I don't give a shit anymore. I've been told that in the comment section, stop apologizing for being me. So here I am, not caring anymore about someone's opinion. You want to comment hate? I'm going to let the Brainiacs deal with that. I'm on a buzz journey. I got shit to do. Songs to react and education to fit into this fucking head to understand the culture and support that in the work that I do. Okay? So fuck your hate. Ha! So the song that we're going to be reacting to today is Tupac, Mama's Just a Little Girl. Now, I've gone for the original version. Why did you do that? Now, there's going to be people kicking off, but I like the remix. Listen, just listen, okay? I've gone for this one because it wasn't on one of the albums that Tupac would have signed off. I think I've got this right, or would have released. It wasn't on the, I think it's the Thug Life, the Me Against the World, the 7 Day Theory with the Blasphemy song that's on there, and another one that is just, Are You Still Down? It wasn't on that. I was searching, so I went with the original one. I can do the remix one, but I think that would be opinion-led and not something that hardcore Tupac fans would say is the one I should react to. It should be this one. Did I get that right? Or have I just totally fucked that up? Anyways, I'm going for it. This is the one I want to do. I want to do the original one. If need be, I can do the remix one afterwards. That's not a problem. But that is what we're going to be doing on this channel. This channel doesn't do lyrical videos. Why? Because we're not wet tea bags. Unless your name's Stevie Knight, because that dude is a fucking legend when it comes to reading lyrics and engaging with it. That man's got it sussed. Anyone else, you're just pathetic. Use your ears, man. Use your ears and listen. Which brings me back nicely to what the channel is about. This channel is about dissecting music, reacting, but also really digging deep, which means that I'm going to be rewinding. Just before you haters even think of commenting, Tupac said himself on his track to rewind. So, if you're arguing with the boss, good luck, because I ain't. And that's why we rewind. Anyways, that's coming up to my 4-minute mark. I'm so excited. Brainiacs, I fucking love you, man. Comment section for love. This is Tupac, Mama's Just a Little Girl. That's my 4 minutes. Checking in on everybody and making sure I'm letting me be me. Yeah, I like talking. Don't like it? Fuck off. Tupac, Mama's Just a Little Girl original. Let's fucking go.
To the young mother. That's right. I feel
Oh.
I know how it is. Mama's just a little girl. Don't nobody understand. I feel she was born a heavy-set girl with pigtails and curls. A heart full of gold, still it won't change the world. Though she could never understand why some underhanded plans witness a man die. Was only 15, should have been a beauty queen still. See her crying by the caskets when her parents got killed. Little girl, don't cry, cause even though they died, you can best believe they watching over thee from the sky. Never asked for this misery, but look at what you getting. It's a blessing in disguise. When they find out you're pregnant, no money, no home, and even though you all alone, you got to do this on your own. So baby, go. I wish you luck, and if you need me, call. Just come to me and let me feed you all. I can understand the way it feels when you're fighting this world, facing all this drama when mama's just a little girl.
That beats fucking fire. Alright, so I gotta go back and dissect that. So I try and play out verses unless something it excites me or gets my brain, then I'll pause, but I go back and we'll dissect that. Not really one I want to dissect, but obviously I do want to dissect, but I got the idea of the message.
born a heavy set girl with pigtails and curls.
What's a heavy set? A heavy set girl with pigtails and curls.
A heart full of
I think I know what it means, but I don't want to say it because it sounds horrific. So I'd rather the comment section just tell me, and then I know if I'm right or wrong.
She was born a heavy set girl with pigtails and curls. A heart full of gold, still it won't change the world.
Heart full of gold, still it won't change the world.
Though she could never understand why some underhanded plans witness a man die. Was only 15, should have been a beauty queen. Still see her crying by the caskets when her parents got killed. Little
That's crazy.
though she could never understand why some underhanded plans witness a man die.
Some underhanded plans witnessing a man die.
Though she could never understand why some underhanded plans witness a man die.
Okay.
Was only 15, should have been a beauty queen. Still see her crying by the caskets when her parents got killed. Little girl
Should have been a beauty queen, but she's crying by her caskets because she's seen her parents killed.
15 should have been a beauty queen. Still see her crying by the caskets when her parents got killed. Little girl, don't cry, cause even though they died, you can best believe they watching over thee from the sky.
Little girl, don't cry.
Girl, don't cry, cause even though they died, you can best believe they watching over thee from the sky.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Saying don't cry. I can tell you that they're watching you. They're watching you over the sky. And this was the thing I said about when it comes to religion. Look, I've had to be an atheist based on my own point of view. I'm in a discussion with someone at the moment to see if that can change when I'm giving my genuine reasons. And that's becoming a discussion. That's the reason I chose to become an atheist, because of personal reasons. But I also understand that there are some people like children, teenagers, mums, dads, doesn't matter what age you are, that need to know that something exists, that they've gone somewhere, or loved ones that they know have gone somewhere, so they've always got someone to talk to and engage with. You can't fuck with that, and I wouldn't fuck with that. I'm allowed my opinions and think about how I want to think and feel, but I damn well won't try forcing it down someone else's throat if that's what they need for closure, or that's what they need to feel protected on a day-to-day basis. And exactly like he's saying there, man, I absolutely feel that.
Never asked for this misery, but look at when they died. You can best believe they watching over thee from the sky. Never asked for this misery, but look at what you getting. It's a blessing in disguise. When they find out you're pregnant, no money, no home.
Why?
And even though you all alone, you got to do this on your own. So baby, go.
Why is it a blessing in
Don't
disguise,
cry, cause
Puck?
even though they died, you can best believe they watching over thee from the sky. Never asked for this misery, but look at what you getting. It's a blessing.
Never asked for this misery, but look at what you're getting. It's a blessing in
In disguise.
disguise.
When they find out you're pregnant, no money, no home, and even though you all alone.
No money, no home, and even though you're all alone. Is he saying, like, sarcastically, it's a blessing in disguise?
You got to do this on your own,
Gotta do
so
some
baby
home.
go. I wish you luck, and if you need me, call. Just come to me and let me feed you all. I can understand the way it feels when you're fighting this world, facing all this drama, when mama's just a little girl.
I can feel what it's like when you're fighting this world, facing all of this drama, because mama's just a little girl. That's one verse. That's fucking one verse. That is the first verse. And the story that's in that, the story and the levels that go into that emotionally. Fucking hell. I love the beat. I absolutely fucking love
Mama's
it.
just a little girl.
That,
At 16, what a beautiful thing, the very essence of a jet black ebony queen. And who could tell she'd get pregnant at an early age? She didn't listen, had sex, watch her belly raise. Hey, got violated by someone she dated. If this is fate, I hate to see the seed she created. And so we waited, though it takes time to build the body and the mind. She reclines 9 months, then finally it's time. What do we find? Little growing boy of mine, of the tortured soul, addicted to a life of crime, at no time for the growing stage. He learned his values on the streets at an early age. Watch for police, don't come home. Why? Cause mama's acting crazy at the hospital. About to have another baby like a rose from the concrete, growing within. Blessed with twins, how the hell can mama raise 3 men? So we began close as family. Such insanity, a happy home from one act of inhumanity. Plus mama said the seed was corrupted, used to rub her belly, begging us to breathe and she love us. Now mama sits quiet, sipping peppermint schnapps. Turn the house into a spot and made her watch for cops. Hey. How can mama bring a thug like me in this world? She ain't the cause of all the drama, cause mama's just a little girl.
I had a feeling he was talking. Was he talking about himself there? Was he talking about himself? What was the twins thing? Is he part of twins? What? I didn't get that.
And listen, At 16, what a beautiful thing. The very essence of a jet black ebony queen. And who could tell she...
So at 16, the very...
16, what a beautiful thing.
What a beautiful thing.
The very essence of a jet black ebony queen. And who
the very essence of a jet black ebony queen. That's bars, man.
could tell she get pregnant at an early age. She didn't listen, had sex, watch her belly raise. Hey, got
that whole had sex, watch her belly raise. She didn't learn at an early age. Have sex, watch her belly raise.
violated by someone she dated. If this is fate, I hate to see the seeds she created.
If this is fate, I hate to see the seeds you created.
Hey, got violated by someone she dated. If this is fate, I hate to see the seeds she created. And so we waited, though it takes time to build the body and the mind. She reclines 9 months, then finally it's time.
That whole bar.
Violated by someone she dated. If this is fate, I hate to see the seeds she created. And so we waited, though it takes time to build the body and the mind. She
It takes time to build a body and a mind.
reclines 9 months, then finally it's time. What do we find? Little growing boy.
I'm sorry, I'm doing that again.
Listen, had sex, watch
That's
her belly
fucking
raise.
fire.
Hey, got violated by someone she dated. If this is fate, I hate to see the seeds she created. And so we waited, though it takes time to build the body and the mind. She reclines 9 months, then
It takes time to build a body and a mind. She reclines.
finally
9
it's
months
time.
is
What do
finally
we
time.
find?
What do we
Little growing
find?
boy of mine of the tortured soul, addicted to a life of crime.
And it's still going.
It takes time to build the body and the mind. She reclines 9 months, then finally it's time. What do we find? Little growing boy of mine of the tortured soul, addicted to a life of crime.
With a tortured soul addicted to a life of crime.
No time for the
No
growing
time.
stage. He
Growing
learned his values on the
stage.
streets at an early age.
No time for the growing stage. He heard the values on. He learned the values of the streets. Fucking hell.
To a life of crime at no time for the growing stage.
No time for the growing stage. So no time to grow up is what he's saying. But the way he's manipulated that to ensure it fits into that narrative and the poetry that goes with it, that's fucking next level shit. That's fucking next level.
Growing boy of mine of the tortured soul, addicted to a life of crime at no time for the growing stage. He learned his values on the streets at an early age. Watch for police, don't come home. Why? Cause mama's acting crazy at the hospital. About to have another baby.
Don't come home. Mama's acting crazy at the hospital, about to have another baby. But that whole thing that he I'm assuming he's talking about himself here. I'm just going to go with that for a second. He never felt a child because straight away he had to jump into that. He had to jump into the streets and watching out for cops and all of that.
No time for the growing stage. He learned his values on the streets at an early age. Watch for police, don't come home. Why? Cause mama's acting crazy at the hospital. About to have another baby like a rose from the concrete.
Like a rose from the concrete. Why do I know this? Like a rose from the concrete. I've seen that in the comments. I've seen that. Someone comment section what the hell that is. I've definitely seen people saying a rose from the concrete. I don't know if I've got Nas in my head or Nas or Nas. I've never listened to him. I will do. Save your comments. I got to focus on individual artists at a time. A rose that grew from the concrete.
He learned his values on the streets at an early age. Watch for police, don't come home. Why? Cause mama's acting crazy at the hospital. About to have another baby like a rose from the concrete. Growing with it, blessed with twins. How the hell can mama raise 3 men?
Like a rose from the concrete growing within. Blessed with twins. How the hell can a mama raise 3 boys? Something like that.
Be like a rose from the concrete. Growing with it, blessed with twins. How the hell can mama raise 3 men? So we began closest family. Such insanity, a happy home from one act of inhumanity.
So we're saying we began as a family, a happy home. This has got a sad story on the end, man. So he's been born, then his mum's had 2 more. So now she's got 3 boys.
Rose from the concrete, growing with it, blessed with twins. How the hell can mama raise 3 men? So we began closest family. Such insanity, a happy home from one act of inhumanity. Plus mama said the seed was corrupted, used to rub her belly, begging us to breathe and she love us. Now mama sits quiet, sipping pepper. Growing with it, blessed with twins. How the hell can mama raise 3 men? So we began closest family. Such insanity, a happy home from one act of inhumanity. Plus
So such insanity, a happy home, escape from a humanity.
yeah, closest family. Such insanity, a happy home from one act of inhumanity. Plus
One more.
yeah, closest family. Such insanity, a happy home from one act of inhumanity. Plus mama said the seed was corrupted, used to rub her belly.
Mum said the seed was corrupted, used to rub her belly. So she's saying that seed, obviously, whoever did this, it was corrupted.
And us to breathe and she love us. Now mama said the seed was corrupted, used to rub her belly, begging us to breathe and she love us. Now mama sits quiet.
Begging us to breathe and she love us, begging us to breathe and she love us.
Said the seed was corrupted, used to rub her belly, begging us to breathe and she love us. Now mama sits quiet, sipping peppermint schnapps, turn the house into a spot, made her watch for cops. Hey.
I get it now, I get it. So now she's turned into an alcoholic, drug dealer, because she said she's turned it into a spot, watch for cops. Is a spot like a drug stand, or is it a prostitution ring, or is it both? Is that why I'm thinking that? Man, like it's so hard, because people talk around the rewind, but Tupac said do it. The boss said to do it. Okay, and what I'm saying is that every verse, when there's Puck on it, for me it's a movie, man. It's a movie where I have to visualize and I have to make sense of it, and I really have to listen, because I'm trying to embed the story. Because if you're going to talk about understanding a culture, you got to understand emotionally what it's like. You get that through the track, you can hear that in Puck's voice, but it's the picture building that you got to keep digging into. And for me, that rewind moment's so important, because the minute that drops, and like there where she turns it into a spot and watch for cops, you're like, I get it. So this is talking about a different variation of this mum is just a little girl, not like the one before. This is a different person in a different situation, but again having to be a mum at a young age.
Mama sits quiet, sipping peppermint schnapps, turn the house into a spot, made her watch for cops. Hey. How can mama bring a thug like me in this world? She ain't the cause of all the drama, cause mama's just a little girl.
That's crazy.
Mama's just a little girl. How can she raise it? Now, will she remain in the same spot? The gunshots rang, they came from the cane spot. Now look here, I see her clutching the sun. In her arms she hurt, her heart bleeding as she watched her seed die in the dirt. Fulfill prophecy, but who can stop the grief? I walk around trying to hold the world up on top of me. Probably be an innocent man, still I'm the victim of a curse. What could be worse? Nothing but pain since my birth. Only functions at the pen, cause everybody's in, paying back society. I'm guilty of a life of sin. Watch the drama occur, my eyes blurred before I jet it. I wonder why we all have to die before we get it. Though we shed tears, so many tears I done buried. Worried and scared, knowing I'ma see the cemetery. Must be prepared in this cold world, no one cares. No, it ain't fair, but we all bear and do our share in this land of the underhanded schemes and plans. Vivid dreams of a nigga having G's in hand. Mama told me not to be a punk. Fuck what you talking about, coward, what you niggas want? Hey, there ain't a thing I wouldn't do for my mama in this world, cause you know I ain't mad at you. You just a little girl. Hell no. See, mama's just a little girl. To a spot, made her watch for cops. Hey, how can mama bring a thug like me in this world?
I think maybe I'm mixing this up. It might all be one story. This might all be one story, because this feels like it's just gone into the next one, or it's just another version. But yeah, there was a lot of fucking heavy lyrics, and I could feel his voice. I could feel his voice getting more savage, and just where he's talking again. It's this culture thing, the lived and breathed culture, and it's affected him so much to a point. It's that anger piece where you can hear it, man, and you can fucking feel it.
She ain't the cause of all the drama, cause mama's just a little girl. Mama's just a little girl.
It's crazy, man.
Now, will she remain in the same spot? The gunshots rang, they came from the cane spot. Now look here, I see.
So will she remain in the same spot? The shots in the cane spot, which is that the cocaine spot? Another name for that, I think.
Came from the cane spot. Now look here, I see her clutching the sun. In her arms she hurt, her heart bleeding as she watched her seed die in the dirt.
Ah, come on.
See her clutching the sun. In her arms she hurt, her heart bleeding as she watched her seed die in the dirt.
She's clutching her son in her arms. She hurts, but she's watched her seed die as she collapses in the dirt.
I see her clutching the sun. In her arms she hurt, her heart bleeding as she watched her seed die in the dirt. Fulfill prophecy, but who can stop the grief? I walk around trying to hold the world up on top of me. Probably be an innocent man, still I'm the victim of a curse. What could be worse? Nothing but pain since my birth. Only functions at the pen, cause everybody's in, paying back society. I'm guilty of a life of sin.
Ah, that bar there. Fucking hell, there's so much to pull out of that. The penitentiary bar, but the way that he articulated of paying back. He's got to pay back, you know, pay back your thing to society. But his point of view shouldn't be in the pen. So he's paying back for just being him. So he's dipping into culturally there. There's like a quick switch here.
Prophecy, but who can stop the grief? I walk around trying to hold. She watch her seed die in the dirt.
So you watch her seed die in the dirt.
Feel prophecy, but who can stop the grief? I walk around trying.
But who could stop this? Maybe she died and he didn't, and then that's that. Okay, I'm just trying to get this how it's gone from her in the dirt, then suddenly he's gone over there. So let's just separate the two and just carry on with this.
Now she watch her seed die in the dirt. Fulfill prophecy, but who can stop the grief? I walk around trying to hold the world up on top of me.
He's walking around trying to hold the world up on top of me.
Probably be an innocent man, still I'm the victim of a curse. What could be worse?
It's still, I'm trying to be an innocent man, instead I'm a victim of a curse. What could be worse?
Nothing but pain since my birth.
Nothing but pain since my birth. That's
Feel prophecy, but who can stop the grief? I walk around trying to hold the world up on top of me. Probably be an innocent man, still I'm the victim of a curse. What could be worse? Nothing but pain since my birth. Only functions at the pen, cause everybody's in paying back society. I'm guilty of a life of sin.
Ah, come on, that's
An innocent man, still I'm the victim of a curse. What could be worse? Nothing but pain since my birth. Only functions at the pen, cause everybody's in pain.
Is it fully functions at the pen? Because
I'm trying to hold the world up on top of me. Probably be an innocent man, still I'm the victim of a curse. What could be worse? Nothing but pain since my birth. Only functions at the pen, cause everybody's in paying back society. I'm guilty of a life of sin.
Ah, they're in the pen paying back society. I'm guilty of a life of sin. The stuff that I'm learning, man. The stuff that I'm learning. And people go, oh, yeah, it's fine. Just get a life of sin. No. Because it's an area that he couldn't control. But yeah, he's still got to go to penitentiary because no, that's naughty. No, you can't do that. But no one's asking the fucking why that had to happen. And what he's doing is educating the why. But not just from him growing up, but almost like from a young mother that has to go through that. And that's potentially creating this different breed of individuals that a life in the penitentiary, drug dealing, ducking for cops, because from an early age they never got to grow. Ah, fuck, I got it.
Only functions at the pen, cause everybody's in paying back society. I'm guilty of a life of sin. Watch the drama occur, my eyes blur before I jet it. I wonder why we all have to die before we get it.
Ah, that's bad.
Only functions at the pen, cause everybody's in paying back society. I'm guilty of a life of sin. Watch the drama occur, my eyes blur before I jet it.
That I watched the drama occur, my eyes blur before I jetted. So he's saying I watched the drama occur. He could feel himself welling up before he's gone, before he had to just go.
Paying back society, I'm guilty of a life of sin. Watch the drama occur, my eyes blur before I jet it. I wonder why we all have to die before we get it. Though we shed tears, so many tears out of buried. Worried and scared, knowing I'ma see the cemetery.
Ah, come on.
Drama occur, my eyes blur before I jet it. I wonder why we all have to die before we get it. Though we shed tears, so many tears out of buried.
So he's saying we shed tears, so many peers that I've buried.
Wonder why we all have to die before we get it. Though we shed tears, so many tears out of buried. Worried and scared, knowing I'ma see the cemetery. Must be prepared in this cold world, no one cares.
What he's saying about it, what he's saying about his fear to see, scared because he knows he's going to see the cemetery. There's a vibe of the prediction again of knowing what was gonna happen.
I wonder why we all have to die before we get it. Though we shed tears, so many tears out of buried. Worried and scared, knowing I'ma see the cemetery. Must be prepared in this cold world, no one cares. No, it ain't fair, but we all bear and do our share in this land of the underhanded schemes and plans. Vivid dreams of a nigga having G's in hand. Mama told me. My eyes blur before I jet it. I wonder why we all have to die before we get it. Though we shed tears, so many tears out of buried. Worried and scared, knowing I'ma see the cemetery. Must be prepared in this cold world, no one cares.
Must we prepare in this cold world, no one cares.
No, it ain't fair, but we all been
no, it ain't
our
fair,
share.
but we've all been for a share. The fucking bars.
Shed tears, so many tears out of buried. Worried and scared, knowing I'ma see the cemetery. Must be prepared in this cold world, no one cares. No, it
must we prepare in this cold world, no one cares.
Ain't fair, but we all been our share in this.
But we've all been for our shares.
Be prepared in this cold world, no one cares, no it ain't fair. But we all bear and do our share in this land of the underhanded schemes and plans.
In this land of underhanded schemes and plans. Oh, this one is so deep, man. This one is so fucking deep. This one is deep. This third verse, the other verses culturally understand that I got the context of the song where he's talking about young ladies and being stuck in a culture where they're just being, you know, violated, using that word, having to bring up boys, and straight away they're out and they've got to start not even getting a childhood. They have to do that, which is changing the way that the mum lives and breathes, and then obviously creating this spot which made life difficult, and then it meant that unfortunately people passing. But then what he's suddenly gone into is almost like a flurry again of cultural awareness of stuff that he has to go through and that others are going through, and just the cycle of events. But it's so fucking enriched with stuff that almost he could prophesize and see. His own death, the fear of that, the being scared by that. I can almost hear the inflection in his voice. Not conspiracy led, not like that. In general, being a black man, knowing that you are going to die a lot sooner because of the culture that you're having to deal with. That's what I'm talking about. Not because of it's Tupac and he's predicting his own death. The sad news, knowing that it's going to happen given the environment that you're in. That's what I can hear that's different.
Society, I'm guilty of a life of sin. Watch the drama occur, my eyes blurred before I jet it. I wonder why we all have to die before we get it. Though we shed tears, so many peers out of bury. Worried and scared, knowing I'ma see the cemetery. Must be prepared in this cold world, no one cares, no it ain't fair. But we all bear and do our share in this land of the underhanded schemes and plans. Vivid dreams of a nigga having G's in hand. Mama told land of the underhanded schemes and plans. Vivid dreams of a nigga having G's in hand.
Living dreams of a person having G's in hand.
In this land of the underhanded schemes and plans. Vivid dreams of a nigga having G's in hand. Mama told me not to be a punk. Fuck what you talking about, coward, what you niggas want. Hey, there ain't a thing I the underhanded schemes and plans. Vivid dreams of a nigga having G's in hand. Mama told me not to be a punk. Fuck what you talking about, coward, what you niggas want.
So he's saying, Mama raised me not to be a punk, you know, don't be a punk. And then it's almost like he's then showcasing what that looks like from his learning. Where he's suddenly giving you what it's like him saying to others that, because the mum said, don't be a fucking punk. So then he's showing that in the song. It's so fucking deep. It's so deep. 27 minutes. It's fucking crazy how this is going.
Mama told me not to be a punk. Fuck what you talking about, coward, what you niggas want. Hey, there ain't a thing I wouldn't do for my mama in this world, cause you know I ain't mad at you. You just a little girl.
Yeah, man.
See, mama's just a little girl. Mama's still a little girl. Mama's just a little girl. Facing all this drama.
This
Cause mama's just a little girl. They ask us why we mutilate each other like we do. They wonder why we hold such little worth on human life. Facing all this drama. To ask us why we turn from bad to worse is to ignore from which we came. You see, you wouldn't ask why the rose that grew from the concrete had damaged petals. On the contrary, we would all celebrate its tenacity. We would all love its will to reach the sun. Well, we are the roses. This is the concrete. And these are my damaged petals. Don't ask me why. Thank God, nigga. Ask me how. You see, mama's just a little girl.
So some people ask, like, what happens? You know, you listen to a song and what do you do? I big time reflect, man, especially when they go this deep. It really impacts me. You don't get it. You don't get it. You know, in my head, you can't get it. You can't understand. So for a living, I have to look at behaviors, and I have to understand, and I have to dissect, and I have to listen to people day in, day out, and hear those little moments where you're like, right, that's the issue, and that person doesn't know it yet. That's what I have to deal with. Like, I suddenly find that issue, and then I have to bring that to life with them and say, right, your issue's here. Your issue's here, and you've got to educate, you've got to move people through that, and that's how you get them out of those zones of lack of understanding to education. Bang, you get it. What's so messed up in this one is that I don't need to tell him. I don't need to tell him, because he's already got it. And it's almost like, fuck, you're so educated that you don't need me to come in here and tell you what's wrong and what the pain is that you're going through. If anything, you're educating me more, because you already know that shit. It's then the reasons why that you educate in the songs, and it's that why factor. The reasons why are the most powerful things in the world. Most powerful things. And that's the shit that I walk away with and go, fuck, excuse me, I have to dissect this. I have to think about that, and I have to listen to it. I don't know the remix version. If you need me to do that, I can do that. But right now, that track is fucking amazing. That was an educational journey like no other. Probably the most deepest one in my opinion at this moment, where suddenly I started understanding how fully aware he is of everything, but more cultural and emotionally how education this man was to his surroundings. To be able to know your environment that you're in to a degree that not only do you know what's happening next, but you can rap about it in such a way it becomes an education, almost like a Martin Luther King speech through the music. I mean, that's fucking lived experience. And the bit that fucks with me is that I know that there are others that are no, I know that as well, and I know that. I'm not saying he's one man. I'm talking him as an individual now, and I get that. I get that there's more in that. That's fucking heartbreaking. That's heartbreaking. That it's not like one man who was just so socially aware of himself, and we can study him as an individual and so on. You can look out the window and hear what he's talking about. You can look out the window and see the pain, that he is talking about now in 2022. That's fucking depressing, man.